The art of unemployment. All right, let's check this out.
I'm 34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner.
Unemployment. It's no longer just about not having a job. It's a way of living. Maximizing on productivity and really just enjoying life. We live in a generation where unemployment is really the final goal. Okay, nobody wants to work a 9 to 5 no more. Which, you know, will probably have some repercussions in the future. Because what happens if you need to go get your car fixed in the
But honestly, bro, it's not even that you don't want to work a 9 to 5. It's like people just straight up can't find a job right now. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? I mean, look at like unemployment is through the roof. And I feel like I told you, we talked about it last time, but the job requirements that they ask of you are kind of insane, especially for the pay that you're getting paid. Like I told you last time, I'm in the IT field, right? Networking IT, that's my field in my area. There was a job listing that wanted a bachelor's degree, 4 certifications, which you all have to pay for, by the way. They're not free. You have to pay for and study for them and pass them. But yeah, the BA, the 4 certifications, and then a bunch of other like technical skills, some customer service experience, you know, office skills, whatever, knowledge of this, that, and this. And then of course, you know, it's a job in 2025, so you can't have those without tacking on the experience of 5 years. And what was the pay for it? $20. $20. So you go through your college and your school, you get your certifications, and you have all this knowledge and whatnot, and they pay you $20. I mean, like what's the difference from me going down to McDonald's and getting $22 an hour compared to this technical job, right? Like the requirements are ridiculous. But even for a minimum wage job, the requirements are also ridiculous because you even need experience to work a minimum wage job nowadays, and that's the reality of it. That's the truth of it. And we talked about this last time, but you wonder why people don't want to work, or you wonder why the unemployment is so high. I mean, take a look at how things are run right now. It's not even the job process, honestly. This is exactly why we went into the discussion of experience and degrees, but I digress.
best you're gonna get is a sports bettor or a damn Twitch streamer. Me personally, I'm escaping the matrix, day trading,
Bro's
crypto,
adding me right now.
NFTs, all of that. But with the amount of gambling videos I've seen, I've got genuine worry for this generation, bro. The sheer amount of debt that's gonna be built up just because of this image.
True. 99.99% of all gamblers stop right before the big win. It's the truth.
About the annual Squid Games, bro. Okay, now I mentioned being unemployed is going beyond the job status, because I think it's more about how you spend those jobless hours. Because you could be unemployed and, you know, still be locked in, day trading, crypto, all of that. Or you could be playing around with Saratoga bottles and damn bananas because you saw a funny internet meme.
Yes, sir.
Now, before you think I'm judging you, which I am,
You corny, my boy. You lame.
I gotta admit that we all be demonstrating unemployed behavior. I mean, you might be a little too tapped in with the John Pork and Tim Cheese law, or really any other niche internet meme.
Tung 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 sahur.
And we call this kind of behavior
a
being
meme?
unemployed
What?
because they just have way too much free time. And all this time they spend gallivanting around, you have to think they
Hey, bro, this is how COVID felt, so I don't know what you want me to say.
surely have some time to make some money. But who am I to judge you? Go enjoy your life. There's always time to escape the matrix later. But you should know better than anyone if you're just out here devouring your minutes. For example, if you're finding time in your day to prepare and eat coleslaw. We need a couple of y'all to start taking one for the team. We can't all be Twitch streamers and barbers, okay? Someone has to work
Hey,
them
listen,
oil
pal, I'm trying my best here, okay?
rigs. And what's 3 barbers on each street gonna do for me, okay? I need a house to be built, not a low. But maybe we'd have more employed people if the process of getting a job wasn't such a damn...
Exactly! This is what I've been saying! This is what I was saying from the start, and this is what I've been saying since I don't know how long, bro. Thank you. Somebody finally said it.
grueling process. I'm gonna show you some shit that might be a jump scare for some of y'all. You ready?
Was it a job application?
Ooh, job application. The whole process
is
of
pretty
getting a
scary.
job, you gotta make some fuck-ass resume. And if you don't have any experience, that shit's just gonna look like this.
Yes, exactly. Okay, here's the biggest problem, right? How are you gonna get the experience if you can't get the job, if you don't have the job? But then, how are you gonna get the job if you don't have experience? Dilemma, right?
And can someone tell me why entry-level jobs be asking for experience?
Yes. Yo, who is this guy, bro? That's 100%, 1000%. Literally reiterating everything I just said, man. Everything I just said. Why do you need experience for a minimum wage job? What? Okay, bro. Let's be real. Why do I need 5 years of experience to fucking move a box from aisle 1 to aisle 2? Like, bro, does it take experience to fill out an online order or something like that? Is it hard to go look for groceries in a store, bro? Like, what type of experience are we looking for right now? How realistic is this? But that's unfortunately how things are today. I mean, come on, it's a minimum wage job, bro. I mean, I don't know what else do I have to say. It's literally called minimum wage for a reason.
Dude, you are the experience.
The damn job paradox. How am I meant to get experience if I need experience to get experience? And after making your resume, you have to go on like Indeed or something and just look for a job that doesn't look like much.
By the way, Indeed and like LinkedIn and all that shit, be careful because there are, it's so funny, man. The biggest problem with these job web searching websites is that they actually have fake listing. They allow fake listings and scams to get on there. So like genuinely, you can't even, it's not even just like, oh, get on Indeed, get on LinkedIn, but you have to get on Indeed, get on LinkedIn, and then even then you have to look and be selective about the jobs that are available, because not all of them are legit. There's quite literally some scams out there, and I almost got scammed, so I know from experience, bro. I find it not unrealistic. I find it ridiculous that they don't crack down more on these listings, because all these things are doing is just getting free information out of you. Basically, that's it. I don't understand why they can't take any more measures to take down the listings, or honestly, I don't even understand why people that use the website don't report it. Like, come on, bro. I know we've all seen like a YouTube video where there's a free download for a paid program, and every single comment is like, wow, this works. This is great. 100%. Thank you so much. This worked so well for me. Like, come on, bro. You know these are bot comments. Like, does no one have the audacity to report it? Maybe that's just a nitpick of mine, but I think it would be better and maybe help the website a little bit more if there weren't fake or scam listings on there. But I guess you can't live in a perfect world, so.
Modern day slavery.
I'm unemployed right now, but I'm about to work at this job, this factory down the street, $6 an hour, full time.
What the fuck? $6 an hour?
And after shooting like 400 applications, you settle for one interview, you gotta...
That's the other thing too. This is why the job process is so fucked up. Why does it take like, and this is an exaggeration, right? It's not actually going to take 400 applications before you get one response. But why, like most of the time though, why does it end up having to go to that point where you're reaching an excess amount of applications before a company even responds to you? And it's not even a rejection, bro. Some of them just don't reply. Like, come on, man. And then you ever have those experiences where it's like, oh, you applied for a job like a month and a half ago, and then like all of a sudden now they respond to you and saying, oh, hey, you know, we'd like to schedule an interview with you or something like that. Like, bro, that was a month and a half ago. Why are you responding now? I needed that job a month and a half ago when I applied. Like, I feel like a lot of the times the companies don't value the applicants very highly. And this is saying to a degree where they basically just, I don't know. Here's what I'm trying to say. The process is flawed and it needs to be reworked, in all honesty. You can't throw out like a chunk of resumes, but like also you have to think about this too. There are obviously when you interview someone, you know, there are people that are good at interviewing and there are people that are bad at interviewing, but they can still do the job. I feel like there's always going to be a disparity of having like someone who's, I guess, professionally perfect, and you know, you're more inclined to take that person. But there are also just as capable of people that are not professionally perfect. Like I was saying, someone who, for example, might be bad at interviewing, but they can do the job well. That's like, I mean, how do you fault someone for that? Like, that's not, like, how do you judge someone off of that too? Not to mention, like, you can't tell everything about a person just based off of what's on the resume. Like, maybe there's stuff that you know the notion of how resumes are supposed to be 1 page long. You will never get that the full picture of the experience someone might have or the other things that someone might have done based off of 1 page. Like, bro, we can't fit the dictionary on 1 page. Sometimes, you know, there's extra stuff that you want to add on there, but you just can't. So you kind of have to prioritize the things that are more impressive or things that stand out more compared to others. But even then, you know, the whole resume process itself is not a good thing. And also, I know that they throw out half the applicants or half the applications. Why can't you just make an automated system that at the very least responds to the person to reject them instead of just leaving them on red all the time, bro? Sometimes it's like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me wanting the company to show some like common courtesy, but at the same time, they're not entitled to. But, you know, personally, I would have liked to see that, but that's just me.
At McDonald's. And now the interview has to be the worst part, because you got to pull up in a suit and tie to an old block McDonald's. And you got to act like a stand-up guy and try not to say some dumb shit.
I just graduated from home last year ago with my degree in walking fish with a minor in water in the snow because I mop air. I'm also a dentist that fixes feet at the vet when I'm wide asleep. So I think this job would be pretty good for my mom since she doesn't have kids.
And what I hate about interviews, bro, is that dumbass question they always be asking. Why do you want to work here?
True.
Yeah, because it's always been my lifelong dream to work in your rundown McDonald's, nigga. No.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Okay, that's so true. Also, they should do away with that question. Why do you want to work here? Why else do you think I want to work here, bro? What does a job offer me? Like, hello? Of course you need to work there to live. You need to survive. You need money. Like, bro, come on now. I think we should throw away. This is honestly, like, I think there are some benefits to having a really positive workplace attitude, but let's be real. Let's throw down the barriers of pretending that everybody likes the company just to suck up to them, because honestly, that's how a lot of people get the jobs nowadays. You say something good about the company, you suck up to them in a way, even though in reality, you don't actually care, right? Like, I mean, to a degree, for example, you can say that maybe you should care a little bit about like a mission statement from a company, but let's be honest, bro, you don't care. You don't care. That's the truth about it. Like, let's not pretend like you do. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, those people that work in a job, and it's kind of like, oh, the boss comes in. I gotta act like I love this place. I gotta act like I'm doing such a great job. Everything is like pitch perfect and everything. Well, let's throw down the fake barriers and let's be real about it. That's how you can be more productive, in my opinion.
Okay, I just seen some shit, and it looks like it's not that hard to get a job anymore. Now hiring someone that doesn't goon during workout.
Dude, I'm fucked, bro. There's no way. I'm cooked, bro. Where is this place? I don't even think I can apply.
Who the fuck did they have hired before this?
The ghost of the goon. The ghost of the goon. Look at the car.
But if you have to or want to go through that
Every warning has a backstory, just saying.
whole process, yeah, good luck, gang. But one thing I want to say is please, and I really stress, please don't be that nigga that thinks having a job makes them better or something. Bro, these archetypes who constantly complain about their jobs, yet be the first ones to tell you to go get a job when you're demonstrating some unemployed behavior. You hating on happiness, bro. You hating ass niggas look like Squidward. You see, I've worked 2 jobs in my life. The first one, I worked as an underwater ceramics technician. And the way I still have literal nightmares about that job.
That, you know, wait, is it actually a dishwasher? Dude, no way, it's a busboy, bro. Yo, that's such a clever way to disguise it, though, honestly. The ceramics technician. Underwater ceramics technician, what did you do? You know, I just wash some dishes.
And the way I still have literal nightmares about that job. I want reparations for each of those shifts I worked, all of the stress that has accumulated. Years, I'm telling you, years have been taken off my life from those dreams. I don't work there anymore, and I still dream about it.
What more do you want from me?
And in the periods that I've been unemployed, I just feel like I took advantage of it. You gotta cherish every single one of those moments, man, because I promise you, sooner or later we'll all be gone. Just knowing you have to get up for a shift or you have a shift later in the day, it can kill the vibe of the whole day, I promise you. You can just be chilling, and the realization hits. But you know, somebody telling you to get a job, they might just be looking out for you. Okay, don't start sending images like this. Bro, you just lazy. And to all the unemployed out there, is the Minecraft movie really that funny?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
he
bro.
said chicken
I
junkie
didn't
in a
even see
funny
it.
way, but does it ever warrant this reaction?
Yo, this one's exactly adding you venue, bro. Is it funny? I don't know.
Gangy, is that a live chicken? Man, we were supposed to have flying cars by now. The unemployed have just had a field day with this damn movie, bro. And not to be the fun police or nothing, but imagine working at one of these cinemas and having to clean this shit up.
That's what I've been saying.
Yo, we gotta look out for all of the people that are stuck in the infinite job cycle. I promise you they don't wish for that life. So don't be the guy that chucks 3 buckets of popcorn and mysterious liquids all over the floor. Just for, you know, a little giggle. We gotta look out for each other, man. The employed gotta look after the unemployed gotta look after the employed. If we fail to do this, society will collapse as we know it. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there as you watch society fall? No, you're gonna get up, you're gonna stand up, and you're gonna fight for what you believe in. But do you really get what I'm trying to say, though? We need the employed, but I don't want to be employed, so I'm gonna make it easier for them. The minority you just paid to deliver pizza to your address during a hurricane. Tip them a little bit.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Everything that this guy's been saying in this video has been exactly where my mind has been going to. Like, my thoughts are all like... Earlier in the video, he was talking about how, like, people don't want to be stuck in that, like, endless job cycle. And that's true. They might not want to. But, you know, you gotta... If you take everyone and they just stop working and doing their jobs, like, nothing is ever gonna get done. Like we literally, like... This is how we function, bro. Because we're all doing something to provide for one another, to help one another. Like, this is how the world works. Like, it's intertwined like this. Like, genuinely, we literally need... we need these people, and like, it doesn't matter what you do, like, everything in some way is connected, and that makes the whole world function. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, seriously, unemployed think alike. That's why. That is some crazy work right there. That is crazy work.
Instead of telling the person that's making your food to just put the fries in the bag, how about you give him some nice words?
Actually, I think it's great minds think alike. That's the real saying.
Employed and the unemployed united. But it's time to admit it. Being unemployed is not all sunshine and rainbows. Yes,
True.
I don't have the responsibility of a job, but
I am so lonely.
me aside, don't trick yourself into believing you're not a fucking loser, okay? Because Googling top 5 side hustles to get rich quick is not being locked in.
That's true, bro. I actually think those side hustle things are like fucking scams. Like, seriously, nobody should follow that shit. Nobody.
You know what? Let me stop being a hater. Because look, what you're doing is really smart, but it's also really dangerous because you're convincing yourself that you're not a loser, when in reality, yeah, you are. Alright, real quick, let me bring back this guy from the intro.
I am a risk taker.
You mean you're a risk taker? You lose $50 a week off parlays. Let's keep it a buck. Bro, there's really 2 types of unemployed people. The ones that gaslight themselves into believing they're onto something.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. Do you have any businesses we can look out for?
No, just not right now.
And 2, the ones that are so far gone they just fully embrace it and are damn near prideful about it. Okay, let me elaborate. The first type will have some philosophical reason for not wanting a job. Like they'll say, how are you gonna let someone define how much my hour is worth? Just say you lazy, bro. Here are some quick signs that you're this person. 1, if you ever refer to the government as Big Brother. 2, if you sign up to online courses instead of getting a job. And 3, if the word matrix just unironically comes out of your mouth. But hey, maybe you got something going on that my mind-controlled slave brain just can't comprehend. Okay, and for the second one, these people are just too far gone. Employment is nothing more than a nightmare to these people. The word job gives them physical pain. You tell these people to get a job and they'll have a visceral reaction. Peep the vocab. The only jobs these people want to be associated with involve feet. I gotta apologize to these people though for not censoring the word work and job. I know this is considered a slur.
Yo, job should be a slur, bro. Nobody should say that word. I agree, we should censor it.
For you guys, so my deepest apologies. Oh yeah, and yes, we're gonna ignore my month disappearance. Will it happen again? Most likely. But community Discord server, go talk.
Yeah, what if I'm neither? I don't think I'm any of those. But anyways, yeah, that was actually a really good video. Art of Unemployment. That was a genuinely good video. This guy hit all the nails on the head. There is the link in the description if you guys want to watch it.